Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We heard thunder not too long ago, so what does that mean for our afternoon? Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green and see what's happening at this moment.
Well, we've still got thunder rumbling through the valley after what's been a very active morning. Some severe storms earlier on that produced some large hail, and we still have some small hail with some of these cells that are ramping up in some areas. You can see some spots where we're looking at a little more red than orange or yellow, indicating a stronger storm. There's some lightning associated with them, and one storm just south of Fargo-Moorhead, actually in Fargo-Moorhead, but on the south end of town here, that's affecting us there. It's dropping to the south and east. We're going to zoom in a little bit more on this area. And there are a couple of lightning bolts and rumbles of thunder happening. So basically, that 52nd Avenue South corridor along Frontier, they're still getting hit hard by some heavier rain, but this is dropping southward toward the Oxbow area, and expect to have some lightning, some downpours, and even maybe some small hail as this continues to push through. So the rest of the FM Metro looking pretty quiet or starting to quiet down on the north end here. You can see that we're just dealing with some clouds there. There are other spots where we've got some areas of rain and thunder too, but the overall trend is for this to be moving to the south and east as we continue on into the afternoon, and for clearing to happen. And so we're looking at again, southeast maybe stuck in the rain for a little while longer, but other places starting to quiet down. Here's a look at one of the many photos we received from you. Next to those hailstones is a quarter, so that gives you an idea of how large they are, either ping pong or golf ball size. And that was reported in the Maple Lake Resort area around Mentor. Thanks, Julie, for sharing that photo. And check out these temperatures. You can see where it's been raining. It's only 68 in Fargo, but check out Langdon, 20 degrees warmer, near 90, and we're going to see more of those kind of temperatures as we work our way through the day. Look at that clear sky developing as we look off to the west in Fargo. We're going to warm up, and we're going to feel hot and muggy this afternoon. We're going to talk more about that and more storm chances too coming up.
Let's definitely be extra careful because those hail chances are no joke at all. Thanks again, Lisa. We'll begin with breaking news. The Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in locating a man who exposed himself to a 13-year-old girl. Officials say it happened near Wadena County last Thursday around 1 when Otter Tail County Sheriffs received a report of an adult male exposing himself to a teenager. The girl stated that a 35-year-old white male with a scruffy beard asked her to come to his car before exposing himself. The man was driving a white-colored car that had loud exhaust. You are asked to call the number on your screen if you have any information. Now on to more breaking news, as one man is facing attempted murder charges while another is fighting for his life in a Fargo hospital following an assault. 39-year-old Corey Allen Amovic is now charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and 2 counts of false reports to police following an incident early Tuesday morning. Officers arrived on scene to find a 58-year-old man laying in a pool of blood near the residence. Officers later found Corey Allen Algavo hiding in a closet inside the residence. Algavo was arrested after officers found a cement brick with blood on it. New for you at noon. The Otter Tail County Sheriff's Office is investigating after the death of a 4-month-old baby. Officials say it happened yesterday at 3 a.m. when deputies received a 911 call reporting a 4-month-old baby unconscious and not breathing. Family members and emergency crews tried providing a CPR, but their efforts were unsuccessful. An investigation is now underway and the body has been sent for an autopsy. The death is believed to be accidental. However, the investigation is ongoing. A Devils Lake man is facing criminal charges after court documents shows dozens of child pornography files were found inside his storage unit. It starts as Fargo police was called to LJ Self-Storage back in October for suspicious activity. Staff told officers that when they went into 45-year-old Alan Strong's storage unit, they found a computer station with a flash drive. This is when staff found 86 images and files depicting children engaging in different sexual acts, many files even being identified as a female relative of Strong. Strong is charged with 19 counts of possession of prohibited materials. Strong is also currently facing 10 counts of possession of child porn in Ramsey County, North Dakota, where he is currently behind bars. 8 men are now in jail following an investigation into sex trafficking at the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. 2 are facing charges of attempting commercial sex trafficking of a minor. 6 others were arrested for attempting to entice a minor using the internet. This year's rally drew more than 460,000 people over 10 days. Sturgis expected about 300,000. Let's take a look at the COVID-19 numbers. In Minnesota, the Department of Health is reporting another 567 confirmed cases of COVID-19, along with 17 new deaths linked to the illness. In total, 1,738 deaths have been attributed to the disease, while over 60,000 people are listed as recovered. In North Dakota, there are 188 new cases and 2 new deaths. The death toll now sits at 130, and the active case count is up to 1,209. Colleges around the country are scrambling to cope with the coronavirus after a number of clusters have broken out. Many students who are in school and using safe practices know the situation could still change on any day. NBC's Morgan Chesky reports from Oklahoma State University.
It's the start of a semester like none other.
Always cleaning my surfaces and stuff before I go into class.
I don't know if it's going to last, so I'm just trying to enjoy it while I'm here.
But the optimism at Oklahoma State is already being tested. A cluster of 23 COVID cases at one sorority house. The university says the entire house now under quarantine.
We expected something to happen eventually. Unfortunately, it happened super soon, but it really just gave us the opportunity to kind of push the guidelines more and try and get our members to understand how real this is right now.
Since Monday, at least 4 colleges and universities have abruptly switched to remote learning. Notre Dame announced it'll suspend classes for 2 weeks after 147 people out of 927 tested positive.
All of us want to stay here on campus, but the university has failed to keep us safe.
The university president says most cases are connected to off-campus parties. UNC Chapel Hill switched to online learning this week, just days after starting in-person classes. Campus newspaper editor Brandon Stanley says the university should have seen this coming.
The editorial board took the stance that the roadmap was incomplete, a complete failure, and just a total fallout on UNC's part.
Thousands of students had already returned to college housing, both on and off campus.
The university hasn't said explicitly you have to leave. People have started to move out already. I think people are just really nervous and scared.
Meanwhile, students at many universities are being asked to sign some sort of pledge or waiver acknowledging the risk of COVID-19. Georgetown law professor Heidi Feldman says the documents are designed to protect universities from lawsuits.
I can't see why you would be taking these measures if what you were really interested in was the well-being of the students on campus.
And a reminder that this is a problem that goes from coast to coast. At the University of Connecticut, several students have been evicted from on-campus housing after videos shared on social media of dozens of students at a party. No mask and no social distancing. Well, coming up at noon, find out what some COVID survivors are saying about life after the illness. And the weather feeling pretty nice right about now with a little bit of storm chances earlier. Weather up next to Plan Your Day.